The genius girl was treated like a useless nobody. The young lady relied on her insane hacking skills and top-tier acupuncture techniques. She made 2 billion in a single day and climbed onto the wealthy ranking list in just 7 days. Even the number one on the list, young Master Lu, the third son, couldn't help getting curious and started digging crazily into her background. Yet her idiot uncle, practically blind, treated her like trash, kicked her out and sent her away with just 50,000. Fine, she never cared about that tiny inheritance anyway. Watch how she stands on her own and crushes Guin. Don't sympathize. Your useless sister is just low-class trash. She won't cross paths with us again. Okay, I'll listen to uncle. That tiny look on her face was pure fake innocent green tea charm. Gu Mang revved her motorcycle. Who would bother with that kind of rookie? Her little brother was almost out of school when a Rolls-Royce passed by. Don't tell me Dr.Lu is waiting at the elementary school gate. But the signal was just shown here. Go back and tell the men to keep searching. The girl looks pretty. Pity she became a mom so young. Young Master Lu knew intel. At tomorrow night's auction, the legendary strategist may show up. Then the old madam might have a chance. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Sis, where are we going? To Sister Lin's bar, just for fun. Okay, but don't corrupt my little brother. Spit it out. What is it? The bar's hosting an auction. The finale item is the concentration jade pendant. Alright, send me the address. Her little brother asked again, where are we going? A bar. Don't mess around. Sis, that's not just any bar, it's Tianxiu, the top entertainment club in the whole city. Arrived already. So, are you thinking about me, or thinking about the jade pendant? Your sister definitely doesn't miss you, but I really miss Sister Lin. Little Gu, your sweet mouth is the only reason I haven't collapsed. Here, drink this to calm down. Soon it was time for the concentration jade pendant to be presented. Starting price. 1 million. In 3 seconds it shot up to 3 million. The next second, President Lu raised his paddle. 10 million. The whole room went silent. Looks like Miss Gu has a strong opponent today. Ugh, that woman has too many twisted hobbies. Loves chaos. Stop watching the show. Raise it to 15 million. Young Master Qin Fong teased, first time seeing someone dare go head-to-head with young Master Lu. The 7th young master of the He family also joked, for the old madam, Lu is determined to win. 30 million. Lu placed another bid. Gu Mang made a gesture. Alright, I bid 50 million. Even the host was stunned. The young masters around couldn't help getting curious. Who are these 3 women? And wow, they actually look pretty good. Young Master Lu waved his hand, 60 million. Little Gu, got any more? Your sister here is out of money. Seeing Gu Mang not bidding, Lu shot her a glance. Figure it out yourself. Good. From now on, this person's business will be bought at 10 times the market price. Whether I take it depends on my mood. So you're rich, huh? Lu Qingzhou, I'll remember you. Sister Lin, we're leaving first. Bye. As expected, those two always clash when they meet. Thinking about the future gets me excited. But Gu Mang was in a foul mood and even got shoulder bumped by a sleazy guy. What a joke. Left side, take my motorcycle home. Right side, get a hotel room and play. Her brother smirked. This group of sandbags came at the perfect time. Gu Mang said coldly, get lost. The thug only got more excited. Gu Mang grabbed his wrist and instantly locked his neck in a chokehold. His little gang got ready to jump in. Ridiculous. Looking for death. Another flying kick followed. One lackey fired a taser. This woman is hard to deal with. Run. Gu Mang swung her arm. Looks like you enjoy running. And like women's feet too. Little punk still wants to pick up girls? Exactly. Life is already hard. Why add more pain medicine to yourself? Gu Mang unwrapped a lollipop, her mood improving instantly. The young masters were so shocked their scalps tingled. This girl's trained in the Foshan shadowless kick. Interesting. Small girl, big temper. The next day, the sister took her brother shopping. He pointed at a clearance store. My clothes are short. Let's buy a few shirts. And they ran into the young masters again. Yesterday she threw out tens of millions like nothing. Today she's buying bargain bin clothes? Young Master Lu didn't seem to hear it, he just said with interest, "Nice." Their eyes met. Lu's into her, but pity she's already a mom. After buying clothes, the two went to a top-tier restaurant. "Sis, treating me so well all of a sudden. Are you sending me to school or sending me to heaven?" "Same thing, eat more." "I don't believe you'd ever be willing to let go of your precious little brother." "Little brother? He's not your son?" Young Master Lu happened to come eat there too. "So you're siblings. You really do look alike." "No kidding. If I don't look like my sister, who should I look like?" The kid was quite cocky. "So annoying. Definitely another guy trying to hit on my sister because she's gorgeous." The two men fell silent. Jiu Mang spun the knife in her hand impatiently. The brother saw it and thought, "My sister after changing is handsome as hell." Lu also found the girl interesting. Still, he politely ushered the two young masters away so they wouldn't disturb their meal. Before leaving, he even paid Gu Mang's entire table bill. Gu Mang didn't care much and soon brought her brother to the military transport truck. Turns out she was sending him to military school. "Gu Si, you're a genius, but you're still too weak. Your sister needs time to grow stronger. I can't protect you yet." "I know, sis. Wait for me. When I come back, I'll protect you." The two hugged and said a temporary goodbye. The person who helped Gu Mang also had the surname Lu. The Education Bureau director, an old song from the army, advised him to return to the Lu family. They said the old madam was dying. Just then a call came in. The old madam was critically ill. Old Lu anxiously asked if Gu Mang could. "Old friend, no need to say more." Gu Mang piloted the plane and flew straight to the capital with old Lu. They landed at the Lu residence. As soon as the car door opened, they ran into the third young master again. This girl again. Could she be the miracle Dr. Sixth uncle mentioned? Along the way, the family pointed at old Lu, whispering, "Came back to fight over the inheritance, didn't he?" Lu shot them a cold glance, then looked at Gu Mang. She remained completely calm. At that moment, Lu's little aunt blocked their path. "Ching Zhou, you can go in, but outsiders cannot." Lu said nothing. He just gave a look over his shoulder. His men immediately held the aunt back. "I don't have the energy to watch your drama. If you don't know how to behave yourself, I can find someone to teach you." Behind them, all the gossipers instantly shut their mouths in fear. The three of them walked into the room. The old madam was barely hanging on. They were preparing for a craniotomy. Second Master Lu's daughter was a neurosurgeon, but even she only had a 25% chance. "The patient is already like this and you still want surgery. Are you trying to make her die faster? Who are you to point fingers here?" 2 days. Give me 2 days. She'll wake up in 2 days, be fully recovered in 2 days and regain her clarity in 1 hour. Lu was half convinced. Lu Shiwei exploded on the spot. "Are you kidding me? A surgery alone takes more than an hour. How dare you say that? Acupuncture. That joke of a pseudoscience. You dare show it here?" Gu Mang ignored her completely. "Are you confident?" "No problem. If you want fame, you need real skill. My grandma is not a test subject." Lu glanced at Gu Mang. She remained completely calm. Sixth uncle also trusted her and decided to let Gu Mang try. "Third brother, you'd rather believe an outsider than me? I gave you a chance. Too bad you don't have the ability." Lu Shiwei gritted her teeth in fury. Gu Mang seemed happy instead. "Didn't expect this man to trust me. Your eyes aren't bad." Sure enough, in just a few minutes, the clotted blood drained from the fingers. Lu Shiwei tried to rush forward to stop her, but Lu blocked her. "Third brother, grandma has a blockage in her brain. What's the point of bleeding her hands and feet? Since when have I been this patient with you people?" Lu Shiwei didn't dare say another word and walked out directly. She swore that if grandma didn't wake up, she'd make Gu Mang pay. Only half an hour later, Gu Mang walked out. Hearing that the old madam hadn't woken up yet, Fourth Master Lu ordered his men to take Gu Mang away. "Let me see who dares touch her. Liu Shangjing, don't forget, 20 years ago you were kicked out of the Lu family. You have no right to interfere now." 1 hour awake, 2 days fully healed. Overconfident clown. As security brought the handcuffs, Gu Mang counted down, 3, 2, 1. Lu stepped out of the room. I invited this guest. Who dares lay a hand on her? Grandma has already woken up. Everyone was stunned. How was that possible? Gu Mang let out a soft laugh. She scribbled a prescription. Take it on time, adjust the body. Uncle, I still have things to do, I'm leaving. The next second Lu called out to her. Miss Gu, when is the next acupuncture session? No, next time. Take the medicine as instructed, she'll recover in a week. Old Lu cursed his family in his heart. The boss originally agreed to stay 2 days. Now look what they've done, they chased her off. Sixth uncle, where did you find her? Old Lu stammered. He didn't dare reveal anything. There was too much going on behind this. They hadn't gone far from the house when a call came from the upper ranks of Ingmen. It's been 8 years. Aside from Ling Shuang, no one in the organization even knows the boss's true identity, and every call is voice changed. 8 years ago, White Fox founded Ingmen and completed the world's #1 ranked hacking mission in one shot, shocking the entire globe. Within just half a year, Ingmen surpassed the world's top 3 hacker organizations and became the leader of the Global Hacker Alliance. Yet no one could uncover any information about White Fox. What are you daydreaming about? Why are you looking at me? There's a new job. $100 million. Are you accepting it? What's the job? Find the miracle doctor who appeared in the Middle East 2 years ago. Master-level acupuncture, godlike skills. Who issued the mission? Still that young Master Lu from the capital. Hey, not accepting. Isn't he rich? Let him find someone else. Besides, what's the fun in hiring yourself to find yourself? The master went to the Northern Rehab Center to visit an old childhood friend. Jin Yong was very happy to see Gu Mang and specially brought out her homemade strawberry pie. The environment here was good and her recovery was going well, but she didn't want to stay here anymore. Gu Mang, let me go out and work with you. The rehab fees are too expensive. I don't want to burden you further. Gu Mang knew Jin Yong had made up her mind but still told her, go study first. Get into a good university. After that she went to find old Lu. Perfect timing. They arranged enrollment for both of them. What, you want to go to school? Boss, what kind of playstyle is this? How can it be arranged? It has to be arranged. Relax, I'll be a good student. As soon as the two walked out, they ran into Lu Yang going home with classmates. That girl is really pretty. Is she your relative? No. My dad's doing some poverty relief project. Probably one of the poor students. No wonder she dresses like a delinquent. Stop staring. People like that have nothing to do with us, but something feels off. Why did Dad look like he was trying to please that little girl? Jin Yong, do you feel any discomfort after the surgery? No, the artificial intestinal organ is way more convenient than the ostomy bag. I can even use the bathroom normally now. Hearing that, Gu Mang felt a sting of pain in her heart. Suddenly her phone vibrated. Sister Lin sent a message, telling Gu Mang to be careful. All the Lu family forces were looking for the miracle doctor recently. All right then, let's see who's more capable, me or Lu Qingzhou. Soon they arrived at an enormous villa. Gu Mang, you're not actually going to live here, right? Friend's house, Gu Mang said, just staying casually. Something felt off and sure enough, the security guards at the entrance stopped the two of them. Little girl, this isn't a place for people like you. You look dirt poor. Gu Mang reached into her pocket and showed a black card. How about now? The guard instantly stepped aside. Yes, of course you can enter. I'm sorry, miss, I was blind and ignorant. Eat more. Maybe your brain will start working. Yes, you're right to teach me. That night, Gu Mang changed into black casual clothes. Ling Shuang texted. Lu Qingzhou's photos were all stored in a top-secret server room. But they're all your short hair photos from years ago. Are you really going to take that risk? Lu Qingzhou is too sharp. I have to stay ahead of him. Alright, I'll send you the layout and security details now. After a round of punches and kicks, Gu Mang successfully found the photos. Finding the miracle doctor won't be that easy, she muttered, then walked toward the computer. A few taps on the keyboard and all files related to the miracle doctor were wiped clean. She glanced at the alarm device again. Well, since I'm already here, might as well say hello. Soon the report reached young Master Lu. Sorry, young Master Lu, it's all my incompetence. Embarrassing indeed. Forget it. The only one who can breach my system is White Fox anyway. You're no match for them. I don't blame you. That miracle doctor is probably someone from Ingmen. Go raise the offer by another 100 million. Gu Mang's side added another 100 million. Are you accepting it this time? Is he sick? Asking me to hire myself to find myself. No, still not accepting. Fine then. Even without the miracle doctor, we still have Gu Mang. At least keep an eye on her. The next day, the principal of Mingqing High looked at the files and felt a headache coming. One didn't even finish kindergarten, the other had a record full of problems and zeros in every subject. How was he supposed to arrange this? Should we let them take a placement test first? No need. I'll go to the worst class. Jinyoung goes to the best one. Class 1 and Class 20. Coincidentally, his own kids were in those two classes. His daughter ranked first in the grade, his son ranked dead last. Just thinking about it hurt his head. Since Gu Mang had decided, he left. Soon the two homeroom teachers arrived. The Class 1 teacher flipped out the moment she saw the file. In the end, under the pressure of the principal, she reluctantly accepted Jinyoung. But she insisted that, to maintain teaching quality, Jinyoung must stand through classes for 2 weeks. Gu Mang's expression instantly darkened. Hold on. I've changed my mind. Come here, Jinyoung. Principal, the two of us will both go to Class 20. What do you mean? Are you messing with me? Fine, that's settled then. The old lady gritted her teeth in anger. Ungrateful kids, you'll regret this one day. The homeroom teacher personally brought them to the dorm. Don't worry, I'll teach you both seriously. But Gu Mang, I have a question. Don't take it the wrong way. Such a pretty girl. How did your grades end up like that? Oh, that. Because I usually sleep during exams. The teacher went silent for a moment, then decided to give the two of them half a day off to buy daily necessities. As soon as they stepped out of the school gate, they ran into Lu Qingzhou again. Seriously, he looks good every time. Where are you going? I'll drive you. Starlight Plaza. Thanks, by the way, you're pretty good at that game. You saved me that day. My grandma's pillowcase hasn't been paid for yet. How much do you want? Add me on WeChat, I'll transfer it. Suddenly the car braked hard and Jinyoung bumped into the seat. The other two didn't even sway. If your driving sucks, switch drivers. Alright, I was wrong. Lu Qingzhou thought, wasn't it your give me your WeChat way that scared me? He handed over his phone. Miss Gu. Gu Mang gave a small smile. They exchanged WeChat and the 200,000 transfer arrived instantly. Thanks, young Master Lu. This is enough for Jinyoung's college tuition. The next day in Class 20, Brother Yang, did you hear? 2 gorgeous girls are transferring into our class. Brother Yang looked annoyed. Can they be prettier than Gu Meng I saw before? Jinyoung walked into the classroom first and Brother Yang's evaluation was, looks okay. But when Gu Meng stepped through the door, especially with those long legs, both boys and girls blushed at once. Hi everyone, I'm Meng Jinyoung. I'm Gu Mang. Brother Yang snapped his head up. The seating arrangement by the teacher was a coincidence, leaving Brother Yang's face flushed red. Students whispered. After Gu Meng transferred here, Lu Yang's school beauty status was already shaky. Now Gu Meng shows up. This is wild. Please, with Gu Meng's aura she looks more like a school tyrant. Probably here to fight Brother Yang. Cut it out. Look. Brother Yang's eyes are practically glued to her. He might hand over his school tyrant title voluntarily. Sure enough, Brother Yang made the first move. You can borrow my worksheet. Gu Meng glanced at the sheet full of blanks and said nothing. Brother Yang hurried to explain. The chubby kid turned around. Brother Yang, why is your face red? Get lost. Twirling her pen, Gu Meng thought. She liked this class vibe. And as soon as the news of Gu Meng's arrival spread, it shot to #1 on the school trending board. The 2 top school beauties and academic stars, Gu Yin and Lu Yang, immediately took action. Meanwhile, Gu Meng headed to the bar carefree. It turned out Lin Xia had taken on a high-difficulty mission and asked Gu Meng to help hack Tiang's surveillance system. And Tian Ke happened to be one of Lu Qingzhou's businesses. With Gu Mang's fingers flying across the keyboard, she connected to Tiang's internal network in no time, even seeing the surveillance room clearly. Sure enough, the next second the monitors in the surveillance room went black. Gu Mang turned around and walked off coolly. But security still stopped her. She was already preparing her watch, her hidden weapon ready to fire. Until someone called her name. It was Lu Qingzhou. "She's my friend." The security guard apologized immediately. Lu Qingzhou asked what she was doing there so late. "Making money. You're rich. Don't you know whether I need money or not?" Still angry. "About the auction. Didn't I pay you that 200,000 consultation fee? Doesn't mean I can sit around doing nothing." Lu Qingzhou offered to take Gu Mang back to school. She refused, saying Lin Xia was picking her up. "Goodbye, young Master Lu." Lu Qingzhou fell into deep thought. When he got home, he heard that Ingmen had outsourced the mission to Nine Tails, the organization Lin Xia belonged to. But Nine Tails didn't have the skills to hack Tiang's system. Unless someone helped them, someone like the legendary White Tiger. In the car, Sister Lin gossiped, asking what her relationship with Lu Qingzhou was. Doctor-patient. Sister Lin told her to be careful of Lu Qingzhou. "Don't worry. I know." Back at school again, Gu Mang attracted attention the moment she stepped through the gate. She had just transferred, yet the school forum vote already put her ahead of school beauties and top students Gu Mang and Lu Yong. But some were jealous, saying, "So what if she's pretty? Class 20 is full of academic losers." Gu Mang couldn't be bothered. She walked straight into class to find Jin Yang. "Did you finish my homework? I wrote it with my left hand. Your handwriting is so ugly it looks just like my left-hand writing. No one will notice." "You brat, you dare insult me now." Blah. Gu Mang was in a pretty good mood. But when she returned to her seat, she found a pile of candy and love notes. With so many rivals, Lu Yong was under pressure. To everyone's shock, Gu Mang tossed the love notes straight into the trash. That made Lu Yong thrilled. "Gu Mang, just sit. I'll throw the trash out for you." The whole class was stunned. The school tyrant voluntarily taking out someone else's trash? Even the boys were impressed by Gu Mang's coolness. Gu Mang opened her phone, tapped a few times, and suddenly the post disappeared. Everyone wondered what happened. Gu Mang just smiled, much quieter now. Meanwhile, the Class 1 homeroom teacher, who previously had beef with Gu Mang, was fuming. Running to Class 20 every break. "Are my assignments too little for you? Do you even know what all show no substance means? A student who's scored 0 on every test since childhood. Is that someone worth your attention? School beauty. Don't make me laugh." Soon the whole school was talking about it. When Lu Yong heard it, his face darkened. "Bullying my Gu Mang. You're dead to me." He walked into the office and kicked the door open in one go. The teachers were all startled. Fatty arrived a step too late, failed to stop him, and thought he had no choice but to hurry and find Gu Mang. "It was you spreading rumors about Gu Mang outside. What, you want to stand up for Gu Mang? Didn't your teacher she teach you basic respect? You're a crappy teacher at best. Our Class 20's homeroom teacher doesn't need your comments. Watch your mouth. Just because your dad works at the Education Bureau doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. What does Gu Mang's bad test score have to do with you? Doing poorly means she deserves to be smeared. Impressive. Just a few words from you and the whole grade followed your lead to isolate her. That's what you call being a teacher? I'm telling you, if you don't apologize to Gu Mang today, this won't end. Rebel, aren't you? Get out of here right now." "The hell? I'd like to see what you can do to me." Suddenly someone called his name from behind. Lu Yong turned around. Gu Mang had arrived. Gu Mang. It was her spreading the rumors. The 0 score wasn't hers and the fights weren't hers either. "Teacher Shi, discipline your own students." What a joke. Teacher Luo is right. Lu Yong was stunned. "Shi, what do you mean? Did you forget how this old woman bullied you?" Teacher Luo spoke even harder. "Teacher Shi, this is the student you raised. Talking back to teachers, does he want to be expelled again?" "Lu Yong, you and Gu Mang step outside." "That's more like it. Listen to your teacher Shi." Lu Yong was furious and was about to make a move. Gu Mang immediately pulled him back. Lu Yong, fired up, almost went at the old lady. Gu Mang grew impatient, her face darkening. Go out first. Humph, losers are losers. Bad grades, bad morals, dragging down the school's ranking and still don't know how to keep their heads down. After the two left, teacher, she dropped her gentle tone. Teacher Luo, academics are academics, character is character. They're two different things. And my class is full of smart students. As their homeroom teacher, I hope you watch your words. Oh, so you mean they just don't study, but if they did, they could surpass class 1? Fine, let's make a bet. This month's exam, if even one student from your class beats the last place of my class, I'll apologize to Gu Mang and to your entire class. How about that? Lu Yong, I'm giving your class 20 this chance. Do you dare to bet? Lu Yong gritted his teeth. Wasn't this obviously meant to disgust them? Even your teacher, she doesn't believe in you. Tell me, what right do you losers have to make noise? Teacher, she was furious but didn't dare agree rashly. Gu Mang, however, remained completely calm. After a brief silence, she replied lightly, okay, I'll take that bet. But her classmates instantly lost confidence first. Eternal last place. Lu Yong stood up to motivate them. You're really okay being looked down on like this? Gu Mang smiled. This kid was genuinely trying to help her. Lu Yong blushed. Of course Gu Mang was reliable. He immediately started studying. But walking closer, why was he still drawing a fox? Forget it. He should just go home and ask his sister to tutor him. Yonggu, why are you protecting Gu Mang so much? As a veteran of the bottom rank circle, of course I have to look after the juniors. Fatty was speechless. Had he known this could make Yonggi submit, he'd gladly take last place too. At least Jin Yong and Shin Huan were reliable, still studying after class. The other students weren't buying it. Gu Mang accepted the bet. Why should we be the ones to work hard? Luo Songhua insulted class 20. How could they let Gu Mang shoulder it alone? Yeah, teacher, she treats us so well that I also want to vent some anger for her. Jin Yong wasn't confident. With her current level, she still couldn't beat even class 1's last place. If she could just do more practice problems from key high schools, maybe she'd have a chance. Gu Mang smiled lightly. It's just review materials. No need to worry. Back in the dorm, the moment she logged in, a whole group of hacker legends blew up the chat. Holy crap, White Fox, haven't seen you in over a year. Why are you online today? Because I need to study for exams. The chat froze. That joke was cold, believe it or don't. Gu Mang grabbed the review packets in a few clicks. Oh right, Jin Yong, tomorrow you switch seats with Lu Yong. You and I will sit together. She helped Jin Yong mark key points and wrote clearer, simpler solution steps. Then she went right back to sleep. Jin Yong was stunned. Who wrote these insanely good answers? On exam day, the proctor was class 1's homeroom teacher. Lu Yong was furious. His cheat sheet was now useless. Didn't expect me to be the proctor, right? Listen up. If anyone dares to cheat, I'll request immediate expulsion. Gu Mang didn't care at all, still spinning her pen. Jin Yong saw the question types and practically soared. These were all the key points Gu Mang had circled for her, the exact predictions. After the exam, Jin Yong was about to ask her something, but Gu Mang shushed her, telling her to keep quiet. Lu Yong was still cursing that old witch Luo, and when he heard Gu Mang say she was going off campus to buy something, he immediately chased after her, wanting to go too. The two of them arrived at Starlight Plaza. Lu Yong was curious. What were they buying in such a high-end mall? Gu Mang licked her lips. Snacks. Lu Yong flushed instantly, acting like a loyal sidekick running around for her. Hey, two little kids dating? No, we're just buying things. Second brother, third brother. Why are you two here? Gu Mang glanced at Lu Qingzhou. Yep, he was here too. But she ignored him completely. Not even saying hello. Still mad? Lu Qingzhou followed after her. Lu Yong wanted to go too, but the purple-haired boy grabbed him. Listen to your brother. Stay here. Don't poke your nose into everything. 2 mango milk teas and add 1 more. I'll pay. This one's for you. Then thank you, young Master Lu. Wow, what a handsome guy and pretty girl. This couple is killing me. Want to eat together? Tianxia residence. I only skipped 1 evening self-study. Then I'll drive you. No thanks. She didn't want more contact with this man. Too risky, too much chance of exposure. No need to be polite. Lu Qingzhou slung an arm over Lu Yong, laughing. Why didn't you go home after exams? I came out with Gu Mang to buy food. Keep your distance from Gu Mang from now on. Why? You won't even listen to me. I sit next to Gu Mang in class. Figure it out yourself. Forget it. Pretend I didn't say anything that I was overthinking. She and I aren't even comparable. Then third brother will head out first. Why do I feel like we just got looked down on? Watching Gu Mang looking cool and beautiful, Lu Qingzhou smiled. This milk tea is really sweet. The two glanced at each other. There would be plenty of drama to watch in the future. While classmates worried about their scores, Gu Mang was napping. If we lose to class 1, we'll lose all face. This time the top student in the year is in our class. Quiet, don't bother my sleep. Was Gu Mang still half asleep? Soon, bang. This monthly exam is void that I propose expelling Jin Yang, Shen Huan, and Shi Yan. Teacher Shi, you actually help students cheat? Teacher Luo, you'd better speak with evidence. Ridiculous. Even our top students, Gu Yin and Lu Yong, couldn't solve those problems, yet your Jin Yang could? The grade director sneered as well, insisting on strict punishment. Teacher Shi shot up. If you'd looked at their papers, you'd know their solutions follow a completely different logic from the standard answers. Fine. Since you trust your students that much, let's test them again. If the two scores differ too much, you and your two students can get out of this school. But if they didn't cheat, all of you here will apologize to them. Soon the retest began. Gu Mang approached Teacher Shi. What, worried about them? No, I trust them. Gu Mang smiled. As expected, the two girls walked out of the exam room smiling. You two really made Teacher Shi proud. So, do we go back to class now? It's not over yet, right? Teacher Shi, right. The scores are out. Everyone should honor the bet now. The director stuttered and apologized first. Teacher Luo, what about you? Lu Yong rushed over to join the fun. Wow, anyone can be a teacher now. Accuse students of cheating, lose, and still try to deny it? Lu Yong, shut up. Old hag, what's your name again? Say it. Jin Yang spoke up. The first rumor came from you. You ruined Gu Mang's reputation as a girl. And this bet was your idea that I hope you honor it. Gu Mang smiled. This kid has grown, she even stands up for me now. With no way out, Teacher Luo apologized. Gu Mang, Jin Yang, Shen Huan, I'm sorry. Gu Mang didn't bother responding and left. Teacher Shi, you've worked hard lately, so can you not get 0 next time? Fine, fine. Just making that old woman apologize. Isn't that too easy on her? Having the top student of the grade in class 20 is enough for her to explain to the school and parents. Gu Mang really handled her. Suddenly someone called, Sister. Gu Mang turned around. It was Gu Yin, the top student from class 1. Gu Mang, you two are sisters? Gu Mang's face darkened. Heh. She ignored her and tried to leave. But Gu Yin called again. Sister, how did you find Jin Yang? She's been missing for over 10 years. After what happened back then, she can still come to school normally. This is great. If your mouth can't talk properly, I don't mind sewing it shut. Watch the thing under your nose. Gu Yin, fine. Gu Mang. Let's wait and see. After finally settling everything at school, Gu Mang received another call from old Lu. The old lady is critical. Please come help. All right, got it. He met the driver. Sorry to trouble you again. Gu Mang said nothing and got straight into the car. The Lu family was a tangled mess. She truly didn't want to step into this mud. But as a doctor, she couldn't refuse. Lu Qingzhou noticed and handed her the chocolates he'd prepared. Gu Mang, the foodie, was tempted. These were all limited edition flavors, hard to collect. Thanks. Tell me the old lady's condition. 2 hours later, the Lu family girl had arrogantly modified Gu Mang's prescription. Miss, we need to operate now. Any longer and the old lady's ascending to heaven. Why was Gu Mang's acupuncture and herbs effective, yet the neurosurgery expert was treated like a joke? Lu Qingzhou rushed in with Gu Mang just in time. The Lu family girl tried to chatter, but Gu Mang ignored her. This time all you can do is pray. She even joked to her brother, "It's all because of Gu Mang's trash prescription." Treating Lu Qingzhou like a fool and spouting nonsense earned her only one ending: being taken away by his men. The key was, this time acupuncture alone wouldn't solve it. They needed the top neurosurgeon to operate. "I can hold things for about 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Lu Qingzhou replied, "Got it. Bring Yu Zhongjing to the Lu house immediately." "What kind of bandits are you?" "Wait. Damn, is master asking me for a report?" Gu Mang shot him a warning glance. The old man immediately responded and came over to check on the old lady. Strange. Last time she could still talk and laugh. The herbal prescription I gave was working well. But someone changed it without permission, swapped it for Western meds. Now brain surgery is the only option. How confident are you? 60%. All right then, Uncle Yu, please cooperate with Gu Mang later. Are you kidding me? Cooperate with a kid? What about my reputation? I'll add 50 million to your invoice. Deal. Nice acting. All thanks to master's teaching. Cut the pointless jokes. The old lady's condition isn't looking good. Don't tell me Lu Shiwei messed with the prescription, the so-called disciple you took in? Can't pin everything on me that I thought she had talent, who knew she'd turn out crooked and hopeless. Enough. Later, make sure you stabilize her heart meridian. Outside the operating room, Lu Qingzhou and his father Lu Zhan stood waiting, tall, cold, and impressive. Fourth Master Lu complained, "Big brother, Yu Zhongjing is here." "Who called him?" Qingzhou dragged him over by force. "Good job, so that complaint was for nothing." "How long has the surgery been?" 2 hours. If not for Lu Shiwei, Grandma would have recovered earlier. She needs a lesson. The operating room door finally opened and even Gu Mang looked exhausted. "How is she?" "Stop tossing the old lady around. The clot's been removed. Make sure she takes her medication on time." "Thanks. Save it. I'm not giving up a single cent. Want milk tea, your favorite, caramel." "Thanks." Gu Mang's voice sounded tired. And Lu Qingzhou noticed, "Go sleep in my room." The way he said it felt a little suggestive. Gu Mang answered with a quiet "okay," then licked the milk tea off the corner of her lips. The scene was unexpectedly beautiful. "Fine, I'll take her to rest. Be quick." Look at that, such special treatment. I want milk tea too. I want to sleep too." "Sorry, Divine Doctor Yu. Young Master hopes you'll have a good talk with your disciple." "Teacher, is my grandma out of danger?" "Qi, do you still remember the rules I set?" "Repeat them." "Uphold medical ethics. Pursue excellence. Never be arrogant." "And did you follow that?" "Teacher, is it Gu Mang who's lying?" "MD, you still won't repent." "Hopeless that I don't want a student like you." "Teacher, please listen to my explanation." It was over. The status she relied on was gone. "I was wrong, teacher. Please give me another chance." "Miss Lu Shiwei, young master has a message. This was just a small warning that if you want to stay in the Lu family, you'd better watch your mouth and your actions." Meanwhile, young Master Lu was coaxing Gu Mang to sleep. The bedding on the bed was brand new, bright and clean. "Sleep on the sofa. Grandma will wake up and ask for another checkup." "Fine," Lu said, feeling soft-hearted, and brought her a new blanket. "Thanks." The moment she lay down, Gu Mang fell asleep, like a beautiful little cat. But when she woke up, "Why am I on the bed?" The sofa and the bed had been swapped. "Thanks, young Master Lu. Please continue taking good care of me." She played a round of Honor of Mang and the pentakill announcement woke Lu up. Yesterday he saw Gu Mang shopping with Lu Yong and thought they were on a date. Ridiculous. "Awake, young Master Lu. I worked for your Lu family all day. No food? Kids are still growing. How can you go hungry?" "I am growing, but I'm not a kid. Come on, I'll take you to eat." After dinner, Gu Mang checked the old lady again. Her condition had improved a lot. Yu Zhongjing was once again stunned by Gu Mang's technique, hating that he had no talent, only good with a scalpel. Gu Mang slightly frowned and young Master Lu immediately noticed. "She'll wake up around evening. Just don't agitate her again and watch her diet." "Gu Mang, be honest with me. How much time does Grandma have left?" Everyone lowered their heads. If she's well cared for, 3 to 5 years, but if not, tomorrow. Medicine isn't a miracle. How do we take care of her? Follow the prescription. Lu Qingzhou took the prescription. His fingers brushed against Gu Mang's. An oddly delicate feeling. Young Master Lu, for this consultation fee I want the cotton jade. This girl really knows how to hold a grudge. You had someone bring the jade pendant over. Thanks. No problem. I'm heading back to Mingqing. And I'm preparing for the college exam, so don't bother me unless it's urgent. If anything happens, call old Zhongjing. Hey, I'm the #1 neurosurgeon. I'm busy too, okay? Studying. I remember she ranked at the bottom in the last monthly exam. I'll have Lu Yi send you back. No need, I still have things to do. She's even keeping her distance on purpose. Interesting. Back at school, Gu Mang focused on business, hugged her pillow and was ready to fall asleep. What do we do if no one comes to the parent-teacher meeting this Saturday? I'll just tell teacher Xiaoxi. I already did. Xiaoxi said there's also a mobilization meeting that day, needs a parent's signature. It seemed Meng Jingyang really cared about it. Fine, leave this to me. What are you planning? Hiring someone? No, I've got an old friend, he'll be happy to help. With that, she sent a message to Lawyer Jiang. A day earlier, Lawyer Jiang had come to her, asking why she came to the capital without letting him know. I'm here because of Jin Yang. What's going on? The person who hurt Jin Yang is about to be released. I want to send him back in again. Got it. Perfect timing. The laws in that area were just updated. How's that guy doing? You beat him half to death. He's been mentally unstable ever since he went in. Good. Then I'm relieved. What have you been busy with lately? School. College entrance exams. No worries. If you want to go to college, I can get you into the top law program with one phone call. I'm staying with Jin Yang for school. You don't need to worry about that. Just handle what I told you. Back in the present, Jin Yang was overjoyed when she learned Lawyer Jiang agreed to come. By the way, Jin Yang, I've got things to do tonight, so I won't return to school. Stay safe. If anyone bullies you, tell me. Jin Yang had just said, who would bully me, when she ran straight into Gu Yin. Long time no see. After what happened back then, I thought I'd never see you again in this lifetime. Her nosy friends asked, what happened? Gu Yin deliberately stopped halfway. Oh come on, why are you all so nosy? Not our fault. Your family has 2 top-ranked students. Who wouldn't be curious? Please, this time our Jin Yang got first place. Jin Yang, why don't you transfer to our class? Don't let Gu Mang drag you down. Jin Yang couldn't stand it anymore. Excuse me, please move. They would never understand how good Gu Mang really was. Gu Yin's face darkened. She pretended to miss a step and fell down the stairs. Jin Yang quickly apologized. Sorry, I didn't stand steady. I didn't hit your colostomy bag, did I? That one sentence dragged Jin Yang straight back into hell. The sunflower she just bought fell to the ground and shattered. Jin Yang covered her mouth and ran away in panic. That's what you get for staying close to Gu Mang. What colostomy bag? Someone asked. Nothing. Come on, milk teas on me. In the restroom, Jin Yang curled up, overwhelmed as old trauma flooded back. As a child, she had screamed for help with everything she had, but no one answered. Yang, hold on. Just then she received Gu Mang's message. I brought you warm milk. It's on your desk. Okay, I'll head back now. Gu Mang and Gu Yin were sisters. She couldn't tell Gu Mang any of this or make her worry. Jin Yang lifted her head, fragile yet stubbornly strong. Meanwhile, at the supermarket, Lu Yang was loading the cart with desserts like crazy. His little fangirl, Wan Qingqing, blushed just watching him. But when she learned all of it was for Gu Mang, her face darkened instantly. Gu Yin took it all in and once again cooked up a nasty little scheme. She raised her voice on purpose. My sister is so pretty, no wonder Lu Yang treats her so well. Too bad her grades are terrible and she keeps getting into fights. The Lu family probably wouldn't accept someone like us. But honestly, I envy her. She even made friends with a top student like Jin Yang. She still has to give a speech at Friday's assembly. I hope nothing embarrassing happens. The girl clearly bought into it. Gu Yin smiled faintly. Gu Mang, even if you get into the same school as me, you won't last long. After school, Gu Mang called lawyer Jiang to arrange a meeting. Jin Yang pointed ahead. We only invited lawyer Jiang, right? Right. Lu Qingzhou showed up again. Sixth uncle wants to treat you to dinner. What a coincidence that I also have plans tonight, at Tianxiaoju. You can join if you don't mind. Lu Qingzhou was about to say something, but Lu Yang instantly ruined the mood. You guys are eating. Take me with you. Car's full. No seat. It's okay, I'll get a taxi myself. This brat, fine, get in. In the largest private room at Tianxiaoju, Lu Qingzhou thoughtfully pulled over a chair. Gu Mang shot him a quick glance, then handed him the dessert. The two young masters froze. Am I blind? Since when does Qingji fawn over a girl? Meanwhile, Lu Yang, this little noob, only cared about eating. Purple hair teased. Congrats on moving up one rank in the exam. Lu Yang almost choked. Old Lu was curious. Who did worse than you? Everyone who knew looked at Gu Mang but stayed silent. That would be me. Gu Mang blurted out, immediately regretting how quick her mouth was. And oh no. Gu Mang drank water and even lawyer Jiang couldn't hold back his laughter. No wonder you asked me to attend the parents' meeting. One low score, one last place. No one will even notice when you're on stage signing. Lu Xiao frowned at that. One person handling a parent meeting for two kids. Too much trouble. I'm free tomorrow anyway. What kind of wild statement was that? Was he taking advantage? Gu Mang laughed. Why, you want to come? Of course. Then come. If you're not afraid of embarrassing yourself. Deal. Since when were the two of them this close? No. Could they already be in that kind of relationship? After dinner, Lu Xiao accompanied Gu Mang to the mall to buy desserts. You love sweets this much. How are you not getting fat? Didn't you just say I'm still growing? This girl really holds grudges. For tomorrow's parent meeting, will the teacher call me in for a talk? Gu Mang thought about it. With teacher Xiaoxi's personality, probably yes. Lu Xiao chuckled. Then I'll have a reason to see her again. You're dead last after all. Plenty of room to improve. Just then they ran into her troublesome uncle. Gu Mang. Why are you here? Do you even know what kind of place this is? Can you afford it? Gu Mang didn't bother looking up. Why? Attorney Jiang is rushing us. Oh, right, uncle, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. People usually stress what they actually lack. Acting like this just makes you look cheap. Don't do it again. With that, she walked off coolly. The uncle still tried to cling on. Lu Xiao stepped in front of her and warned. Don't let me hear you insult her again. Next time it won't just be a fall. Soon the two returned to school. Classmates looked over with envy. Who's that guy? He's so handsome. What kind of god-tier duo is this? The looks are insane. Gu Mang said. Attorney Jiang and I are sitting in the front. We'll head over first. Then the two walked toward the back rows. Old Lu also came to attend Lu Yang's parent meeting. The top students were sticking close to their moms. Lu Xiao was a bit confused. Parent-teacher meetings have red carpets now? Turns out it wasn't just the parents' meeting. This time the mobilization assembly was combined 2.0 idea. Which genius planned this flashy setup? Lu Xiao pointed ahead. They're going up arm in arm, and us? As expected, Gu Mang completely ignored him. Lu Qingzhou chuckled. At times like this, a man should take the initiative. Suddenly, her hand was grabbed. Gu Mang turned back in surprise. She just felt Lu Qingzhou's hand burning hot, her own heart pounding, confused why it felt so strange. You're not mad, right? Gu Mang didn't reply. The two simply exchanged a look. Good, as long as you're not mad. Lu Xiao laced his fingers with hers and walked on. On stage, Lu Yang turned back. Third brother. Here, I picked up your pens. What's going on? Why you, what happened? Gu Mang asked casually. Old Lu quickly covered his son's mouth. And nothing. Go sign. Meanwhile, the unlucky uncle ran into Gu Yin and questioned her. Gu Mang came to Mingqing Hai. Why didn't you tell me? And how is she walking so close with Director Lu? I visited several times and got blocked at the door. Gu Yin slipped into drama queen mode. I don't know either. Maybe because she and Lu Yang sit together. The foolish uncle actually believed it and even reminded her. You know Lu Yang's status. Now that you're at the same school, make good use of it. Got it, uncle. Gu Yin smirked. Seeing Gu Mang and Lu Yang close, the one suffering the most was someone else. Yes, Wan Qingqing, the girl she once encouraged who had always secretly liked Lu Yang. While the principal was still speaking on stage, she slipped into the broadcasting room, lying that she dropped her glasses there. After the teacher left, she quietly sat down and took out a USB drive. Gu Mang, you forced me. Who told you to take Lu Yang from me? The principal finished his speech and Gu Mang and Lu Xiao were still applauding. The host took the mic and invited everyone to watch a video about Mingqing Hai's development. But just as it started, the screen suddenly changed, showing footage of young Gu Mang being sent to juvenile detention. 8 harsh words appeared: leniency for confession, severity for resistance. It stated, Gu Mang for violent assault causing the victim partial paralysis. It continued. Later in life she was expelled multiple times for fighting. Parents in the audience were shocked. How can Mingqing Hai accept such a dangerous student? How can our kids study with her? She needs to be kicked out. Gu Mang lowered her head among the crowd, saying nothing. Some parents were already shouting for her to step forward. Lu Yang stood in front of her. Are you people sick? Adults still playing moral blackmail? Old Lu hurriedly grabbed him. Lu Yang, shut up. Do you want this mess to explode even more? Everyone, I am the Director of Education of Mingqing. Please trust that I'll investigate this with the principal. Please stay calm. Hearing his identity, the parents settled down. Meanwhile, the foolish uncle tried to secretly take pictures of Gu Mang. Lu Xiao stepped forward and blocked the camera. Then he called someone. Freeze all media networks for 1 hour. No updates allowed. And spread the word. No news involving Mingqing Hai is to be published by anyone. Don't worry, I'll suppress this matter. Thanks. It's fine. Just a small matter, don't worry about it. Jin Yang and Lawyer Jiang rushed over. Jiu Mang said calmly, I'm fine. Lawyer Jiang was furious. We can't let them smear you like this. Back then you were saving. Gu Mang cut him off. Lawyer Jiang, there's no need to bring up the past. Then the best option now is for you and Jin Yang to transfer schools. Lu Qingzhou objected coldly. Jiang Xinyuan, you may tolerate your own people being wronged, but I won't let my people don't get bullied. When Jin Yang was 5, she was assaulted by a pervert. Without Gu Mang, she would have died. She lived with a colostomy bag for 10 years, finally recovered after surgery and returned to school. Yet the one who saved her, Gu Mang, was the one who got a criminal record for hitting too hard. Gu Mang still smiled and said softly, Jin Yang and I can just transfer. Jiang Xinyuan slammed the table. Gu Mang, where's that fiery attitude you use on me? You're just going to accept being kicked out? Gu Mang ignored him and walked to Jin Yang. Don't cry, it's okay. Lu Qingzhou frowned. What exactly was the secret between them? Why was he the only one kept in the dark? Tears streamed down Jin Yang's face. Gu Mang. Lu Xiao was right. You shouldn't be the one taking this pain. I thought I'd already carried enough. This time let me protect you, okay? Gu Mang told her she wasn't allowed to go. The ones who should fear the truth, the ones who deserve to be condemned by everyone, are the criminals, not the ones who were hurt. You're the one who taught me that. With that, Jin Yang turned and ran toward the stage. She grabbed the microphone. You want an explanation? I'll give you one. Gu Mang is not a bad student. If she hadn't fought back that day, I would have died 10 years ago. All the intestinal organs in my abdomen are artificial. Before I was 14, I lived every day with a colostomy bag, and only after several major surgeries did I return to a normal life. The child abuse case in Chongning Town more than 10 years ago. That little girl was me. Back then I was already on the verge of death. That man was mentally ill, twisted, a monster. Gu Mang hit him to save me. She was only 5 and she was terrified too. The painful memories stabbed at Gu Mang's heart as well. The two had been best friends since childhood. Seeing Gu Mang's brows tighten and her body tremble, Lu Qingzhou held her hand tightly. Jin Yang was trembling on stage too, but she forced herself to continue. After I was discharged, boys at school mocked me and bullied me. And again it was Gu Mang who protected me. I can't hide behind her forever that she's carried too much for me. The one who should face justice, the one everyone should condemn, is that criminal that we were both victims. Gu Mang is good. She saved my life. She is the light that saved me. After speaking, Jin Yong stepped off the stage. Attorney Jiang called the police. Jin Yong, don't be afraid that it's all over now. The school was already drafting a confidentiality agreement. Nothing from today would leak. If you don't want to stay here anymore, we can transfer schools. Since I dared to speak, I can face it. Don't worry about me. Gu Mang, look, I'm fine. I really am. Silly girl, as long as you're okay. But the one who deliberately played that video, I won't let her off. The principal said everything would be handled according to school rules. Good. As it should be. Gu Mang entered the broadcasting room, fingers flying across the keyboard. Within moments, the virus was unlocked. Computer virus. What a pathetic cover-up. Let me see who's trying to mess with me. The next second, a photo popped up on her phone. So it was you, Wan Qingqing. With just a few keystrokes, Gu Mang exposed the mastermind behind the smear. The principal held up the photo Gu Mang retrieved. Wan Qingqing still refused to admit it. I've got another photo, full face. Want to see it? Wan Qingqing panicked instantly and tried to grab the phone. Nonsense. I never took off my mask that day. How could you have my face? Looks like you just admitted it. Only then did she realize, trying to argue again. Gu Mang simply played the audio recording. Wan Qingqing collapsed to her knees. Principal, what's the school punishment? Permanent expulsion? Attorney Jiang added, too lenient. Call the police. That it's been a while since I handled a defamation case. Wan Qingqing was terrified, tears streaming down her face as she begged. I was wrong. Gu Mang, I'll apologize to you, and to Jin Yong. Gu Mang didn't bother responding. She simply asked, who's behind you? Wan Qingqing froze, suddenly realizing she'd been used. It was Gu Yin. She told me everything. She's the one who wanted to harm you. Thinking of how Gu Yin kept hinting, treating her like a fool, Wan Qingqing clenched her teeth in hatred. Gu Mang smiled. Here's the deal. Say it in front of the whole school. You stay, Gu Yin leaves. Wan Qingqing was stunned. Isn't she your biological sister? I don't have the patience nor the obligation to explain. Tell me your answer in half an hour. But Gu Yin wasn't someone easy to offend, and fear crept in. Gu Mang remained indifferent. Half an hour later, the foolish uncle burst in, shouting at Gu Mang. You're really this heartless? You just realized that now? Gu Mang, the Wan family came begging us. Can't you at least do them this small favor? No, we're not even close. Seeing Jin Yong still trembling, Gu Mang became even more determined. This matter could never be brushed off. All right, uncle. Then how about letting Gu Yin transfer to another school? Her uncle kept nagging on and on. Lu Qingzhou slowly poured a cup of tea. Thank you, uncle. You know my temper. If it's in my hands, it goes by my rules. Her uncle instantly backed down, saying the Wan family could compensate and that he could raise the two girls on their behalf until they graduated. Gu Mang smiled. Short on money, huh? Since Wan Qingqing can't decide, then you choose. Are we keeping Wan Qingqing or Gu Yin? Her uncle snapped. Gu Mang, you're overestimating yourself. The Wan family won't let you go. So the uncle clearly wanted to protect Gu Yin. Then think carefully about how you'll explain this to the Wan family. Just wait. Need me to help you teach both families a lesson? Gu Mang declined. No need. The Wan family will never spare Gu Yin. Why beat the dog yourself when you can watch the dogs tear each other apart? The Yongchuan school notice was posted the next day. Students suspected Wan Qingqing liked Lu Yong and acted out of jealousy to take revenge on Gu Mang. Only she knew that she had been set up by that BTSH standing right in front of her. The more Wan Qingqing thought about it, the angrier she became. She walked up and, smack. A loud slap. We'll see about that. Then she turned and left. The boys immediately started fawning over her again. What's wrong with Wan Qingqing? She messed up, got exposed, and still tried to bully others on her way out. Gu Yin quickly wiped her tears, saying she was also responsible. She asked me about my sister earlier that I treated her as a friend that I didn't expect she'd investigate. And my sister, she did something like that. I'm sorry, I need to step out. Hey, poor Gu-in. Little did they know, Gu-in was chasing after Wan Qingqing. She called out to her with a dark expression, then raised her hand and slapped her hard. Wan Qingqing cursed her and was about to hit back. But Gu-in arrogantly warned, think carefully. The Wan family abandoned you. That means they can't afford to offend my uncle. You think you can? Wan Qingqing seethed with hatred. Gu-in even put an arm around her shoulder. Why hate me? You did those things. That slap settles our score. Wan Qingqing trembled all over and said coldly, Gu Mang is not someone you can mess with. Jiuyin, I'll be waiting for the day she crushes you under her feet. Ha! Gu Yin's expression instantly darkened. Gu Mang, aren't you so impressive? Didn't you want to hide Jin Yang's secret? I'll make sure everyone knows. In no time, news of Jin Yang's childhood assault shot to the trending list, and all her personal information was exposed. Students whispered everywhere, casting sympathetic looks at her. Gu Mang's eyes burned with rage. She slammed the table and stood up. Gu-in, you're asking for death. Knowing the law yet breaking it, the girl grabbed her own sister by the neck with one hand and pushed half her body over the railing. All because her sister had maliciously spread her best friend's private past. If the teachers hadn't rushed in, Gu Mang truly would have acted. After the previous Jingyang incident was exposed to the whole school, Attorney Jiang had everyone present sign a confidentiality agreement. But the venomous Gu-in was dissatisfied with today's outcome and secretly reported everything to the media, catching Gu Mang completely off guard. Now the old child abuse case was once again all over the internet, throwing Jin Yang's life into chaos. Gu Mang knew that if she didn't teach Gu-in a real lesson this time, this troublemaker would never learn. Her sharp, icy gaze was enough to terrify anyone. But what came out of her mouth in a gentle tone was the most chilling threat. If you don't learn today, I can't guarantee the world will still have someone named Gu-in in it. Gu Yin's eyes filled with pure fear, a numb tension crawling all over her body. She truly believed Gu Mang was capable of doing it. Even after the teachers reprimanded her, she didn't care at all and walked away without a glance. Since Attorney Jiang was already handling Jin Yang's case, the moment he learned it had been exposed, he immediately called Gu Mang to discuss their next move. Originally, Gu Mang only planned to push for another 5 years of prison for the perpetrator. But since the situation had already blown up, she wasn't afraid of letting it grow. Public attention would only help. The bigger the public pressure, the more cautious the judge would be when sentencing. Gu Mang knew the latest law had been revised, including one clause stating that mental illness cannot be used as a shield for murder. She advised the attorney to strike directly from that angle. This time what Gu Mang wanted was the death penalty. A week later, the court hearing began. Attorney Jiang opened strong with the new legal provisions. Having the law on their side made the outcome predictable. When the presiding judge finally announced the death sentence, the case reached its most complete ending. That day, Lu Qingzhou also attended the trial. He had already contacted the media beforehand, planning to clarify the case immediately after the ruling. This is Song Han, reporter from Capital TV. She was a top-tier journalist, the kind who rarely followed ordinary cases. But unexpectedly, she also knew Gu Mang, which made Lu Qingzhou rethink the girl's true identity. You get only 30 minutes, but I still have to return to class and be a good student. Yes, boss, I'll prepare your exclusive interview right now. Seeing how familiar they were with each other, Lu Qingzhou once again felt the urge to investigate Gu Mang's background. Since the location was close to his home, he decided to bring them there for the interview. When Gu Mang and Jin Yang heard the destination was Shi Palace, both were stunned. Xiao Mangmang, did someone break into your place? Why is President Lu's home also in Shi Palace? Gu Mang never expected that her new neighbor turned out to be Lu Qingzhou, the man who had secretly liked her for a long time. When she heard the destination was Shi Palace, she was already shocked. With his status, he would definitely live in the most expensive units, and those were all under her name. The only explanation was exactly what Jin Yang said. his place had been sold. After checking, it turned out to be true. Previously, Gu Mang had given one of the units to a friend, and that friend sold it as soon as she got it. But back then, Gu Mang truly didn't know the buyer was Lu Qingzhou. Earlier, she had even distanced herself from him on purpose so he wouldn't discover her real identity, yet now they had become neighbors. Inside Shi Palace, Jin Yang and reporter Song were doing the interview in the living room while Gu Mang stood by the floor-to-ceiling window. "Your homeroom teacher sent me your grade report 2 days ago. You need to work harder." But Gu Mang looked tired and uninterested. Lu Qingzhou assumed she simply didn't like studying. She glanced at Jin Yang. Seemed like they still had to wait a while. She said she felt a bit tired. So she asked Lu Qingzhou for a room to rest in. The man propped his chin and watched her for a long time. Seeing the girl sleeping so quietly, an unexpected thought surfaced in his mind. Thinking of how her uncle treated her and how after the Dongyang incident broke out she ran around handling everything on her own at such a young age, his heart suddenly tightened for a moment. So he picked up his phone and contacted a brother to help him handle something. Trip up the Lei family a bit. They won't have the energy to cause trouble then. His brother quickly carried out the plan. In the afternoon, Uncle Lei was notified that the position he had waited so long for had been taken. They said someone from the capital had parachuted in. The spot had been decided long ago. At this timing, did you offend someone from the Qin family? The uncle couldn't figure out what he had done. Besides, he didn't even know anyone from the Qin family. How could he offend them? Hearing that the uncle was punished, Lu Qingzhou's mood improved quite a bit. That night he made a quick trip back to the capital. After Gu Mang's treatment and conditioning, Grandma's health had improved a lot. She could already sit up and read. But Grandma started complaining, upset that he took so long to visit her. Seeing that, Lu Qingzhou joked around, acting like, "If you want me to leave, I'll go right now." It scared Grandma so much she immediately scolded him, "Sit down." From the way she called him back, he figured she must have something to say. But he didn't expect the topic to be about Gu Mang. Turns out Yushu had been whispering in Grandma's ear, saying all kinds of bad things about Gu Mang. Not only fighting but also being sent to a juvenile center and ranking dead last in school. Since Lu Qingzhou had been running to that girl so often lately, Grandma naturally guessed what was on his mind. But Lu Qingzhou wasn't someone to mess with. He despised people who talked behind others' backs. So he ordered the servants. Yushu was never allowed to step into the Lu household again. Grandma had originally thought her grandson and Yushu were close, even waiting to hold their great-grandchildren. But Lu Qingzhou said there was no rush and told Grandma some things about Gu Mang. The girl had endured a lot, but she was still his lifesaver. And since Lu Qingzhou's protectiveness was already so obvious, Grandma couldn't say much more. The man looked up at the starry sky. They'd only been apart for an afternoon, yet he found himself missing Gu Mang already. Meanwhile, the girl he was missing had no such trouble. She returned to the dorm, washed up on time, and went straight to sleep. Gu Mang grabbed the bed beam with one hand, jumped, and flipped onto her bunk. The smooth motion stunned the little fangirl below. "Wow, my idol." The girl in white beside her reminded, "Isn't your idol Shinting? He's preparing a new song lately." The lower bunks were excitedly gossiping about pop idols, while the girl on the upper bunk looked at her messages, slightly troubled. Should she take time to accept that diva's invitation? Just as Gu Mang was about to reply, she received a message from her best friend, Li Suan. "Xiao Mang Mang, your apprentice came asking me for money, said the research funds are all burned up." That left Gu Mang confused. How could that old man spend money so fast? Didn't he earn 50 million from Grandma's surgery? After her friend explained, she finally understood. Because the malicious girl had switched Grandma's medicine, Yu Zhongjing felt humiliated and kicked him out of his apprentice list. Now that the title-only apprentice was gone, the sponsor naturally stopped funding. It gave Gu Mang a headache, and without blinking she wired her apprentice a full 100 million as research funds. But now that she herself was out of money, she had to take on work she didn't want to. So she agreed to choreograph for Shinting. A week later, in the afternoon, Gu Mang went to the Capital Film Studio alone. As soon as she entered, she saw Shinting's female assistant waiting at the door. "Haven't seen you in 2 years." You're even prettier now. Gu Mang said she was in a hurry and had things to do after the shoot. Shin Ting was enthusiastic. With a top choreographer like you, my album is guaranteed to be a hit. Inside the studio, the stage director was coordinating equipment. Sister Shin Ting eagerly introduced Gu Mang to the director. Hearing that this young girl was actually Shin Ting's choreographer, the director almost dropped his jaw. People had long heard that choreographer Gu's five senses were far sharper than others. Her style wasn't just wild and fiery, it carried heat, rhythm, and explosive power. Back then, Shin Ting shot to fame precisely because of Gu Mang's choreography, rising straight into the ranks of top-tier dance pop divas. But ever since Gu Mang stepped away, her unmatched style had never been surpassed. The moment people heard the choreographer was Shin Ting's old partner, everyone instantly understood Gu Mang's level. Shin Ting, you sly thing. Inviting the legendary Gushin this time, your MV is basically guaranteed to sell out. Not an ounce of exaggeration there. My sister Gu is the real deal. While they were talking about that former legend, Gu Mang had already changed and stepped into the studio. That cold gaze paired with those burning red lips, ice colliding with fire, added another layer of distance and allure to her already cool aura. Just one glance was enough to stun the world. When your beloved wife is filming an MV and performance where with your romantic rival, will the once ascetic Xiao fight to win her back, or bow his head in defeat? Lu Qingzhou never expected that beyond her divine acupuncture skills, Gu Mang's dancing was just as mesmerizing. Her graceful movements and captivating eyes made him want to rush over and dance with her on the spot. Ever since bumping into her at the Beijing airport earlier today, he'd been restless, messaging non-stop asking when she'd be done. Hearing she'd finish at 6, he'd planned to pick her up at the Beijing film studio. He arrived 3 hours early, only to find her filming an MV with Shin Ting, the dance god of the entertainment world. Ever since Uncle Lu recommended Gu Mang to treat Grandma, he realized his wife's talents went far beyond acupuncture. But he never expected her dancing to be this electrifying. The music filled the entire studio, her controlled and powerful hand movements, and the tension in their locked gazes made them look like lovers who had been together for years. The dance froze on the moment Gu Mang turned her head, and everyone sighed in admiration. This was perfection. If this MV doesn't blow up, I'll write my own name backward, Shin Ting said, yet even with all the praise, Gu Mang remained as cold as ever. Xiao Mang, you really helped me out. How about I treat you to dinner tonight? After the shooting, Gu Mang saw Lu Qingzhou, so she turned down Shin Ting's dinner invitation. Seeing that his wife was dressed a bit lightly, Lu Qingzhou gently draped his coat over her shoulders. Before leaving, he couldn't help but throw Shin Ting a provoking glance, declaring his victory. Shin Ting felt a hint of disappointment, while his assistant munched on snacks behind him, comparing the two, and even she felt Lu Qingzhou seemed to match Gu Mang better, though the heroine herself had no idea. I'm not that cold, take your coat back. The moment she finished speaking, Lu Qingzhou held her hand tightly. Not cold, your hands are freezing. Lu Qingzhou couldn't help probing her feelings. Why are you taking entertainment industry jobs now? Are you short on money? Gu Mang casually shook off his hand, saying she was only helping Shin Ting and earning a bit on the side, returning his coat to him, then strode toward the dressing room to change, leaving Lu Qingzhou standing there staring at his own hand like a love-struck fool. His wife's hand was unbelievably soft. That night, Gu Mang went to the Lu family's old residence to do a follow-up checkup for Grandma. Her serious, professional look was undeniably attractive, which made the elderly lady, meeting her properly for the first time, change her previous impression and even invite her to stay for dinner. Suddenly, a woman in white barged in. Qingzhou, I'm sorry that I only investigated you because I was worried, nothing else. Her appearance made Lu Qingzhou visibly annoyed. The last time she had spoken badly about Gu Mang behind his back in front of Grandma, he had already banned her from entering the Lu family home. He didn't show her any courtesy and directly told her to leave. Grandma frowned. She had brought the woman here to ease tensions, but this brat still kept a stony face. Seeing the situation turn awkward, Gu Mang knew it was time to escape. She said she had to catch her flight tonight and needed to leave immediately. Lu Qingzhou saw his wife leaving and had no desire to stay there either. By the time they arrived at the airport, it was already early morning. Since it was too late, Lu Qingzhou didn't send her back to school. He handed her the access card to Shigong, telling her to rest in the master bedroom, and once again brought up her grades. Your teacher said you scored 0 again. Starting this weekend, come to Shigong for tutoring. I'll teach you myself. Gu Mang felt he was using official business for personal reasons. Tutoring her, driving her around, holding her hand, and now giving her his house card. So a guess formed in her mind. Don't tell me, you've fallen for me? All that talk about deep love, she didn't dare take it. The romantic part was, taking advantage of their moment alone at the airport, he quickly confessed, I like you, so much it's hopeless. Shigong is my most expensive property. From now on, the master bedroom is only for you. But the girl took the card and shrugged helplessly. Sorry, uncle, I'm only 17. Hearing that made Lu Qingzhou suffer a second silent blow, but he was still willing to be the backup. After all, Gu Mang would eventually grow up. Ever since seeing his wife dancing in that fiery stage outfit, his mind was filled entirely with her. He couldn't help sending her a message every minute, asking what she was doing. At 3 a.m. Gu Mang had just stepped out of the shower when she received Lu Qingzhou's rapid-fire calls again. I just finished showering, what now? There's a robe prepared for you in the wardrobe. Just use it. Alright, got it. Go to sleep already. Why do you check on me like my dad? I miss you, what else can I do? Lock your doors and windows, and even in your dreams, you can only dream of me. Early the next morning, just as Gu Mang finally fell asleep, an unknown caller woke her up. Already someone with morning temper, she answered irritably, You'd better have a world-ending reason or I won't let you go. The caller was Qin Feng's cousin, who had heard that Gu Mang's medical skills were excellent and that she had cured the Lu family's grandmother. This time the call was to ask her to treat his younger sister, and the payment would definitely be generous. Easy money. Gu Mang never threw tantrums. After all, she still needed research funds for that useless 70-something disciple of hers, so she agreed without hesitation. At the Qin family manor, Gu Mang was led into a young girl's room. The Qin matriarch pointed at the girl on the bed and cursed, Look at your sister, she's just addicted to games. Being sick is an excuse. You should have just dragged her to school. Qin Rui ignored his mother completely and simply turned to Gu Mang, saying he would take his mother out so she could examine the girl peacefully. Yet the girl on the bed stayed glued to her phone. Gu Mang didn't say a word to her, only observed her behavior first. Then she took out her own phone, sat on the sofa and began playing the same game. When her phone chimed with a victory effect, it finally caught the gaming addict's attention. How is your level so high? Can you carry me? And so the two gaming addicts played together for 3 hours. The girl was utterly amazed by Gu Mang's skills and finally opened up. Alright, ask whatever you want. From her state, Gu Mang already knew the basics. You've been under a lot of stress lately, right? Irritable, staying up late? Insomnia? And your period hasn't been regular, correct? How did you know that? The girl was shocked. Such private things weren't something one could guess. She lowered her head, embarrassed, admitting her period hadn't come for half a year, and the mess she was in now was all caused by taking medication for too long. Life felt dull to her, meaningless. Her mother's control suffocated her, reading her diary in secret, even forcing her hobbies to match her mother's preferences. The girl said her idol was the dance artist Shen Ting. His choreography was explosive and full of energy, the kind of life she longed for. But her mother thought Shen Ting's dances were something only street punks would perform. Hearing that, Gu Mang had already figured out how to treat the girl. She took out the video she recorded yesterday while dancing with Shen Ting and handed it to the girl. This is from your idol's unreleased album MV, giving you a sneak peek first. The powerful rhythm instantly caught the girl's eyes. The girl dancing in the video, that's you, right? A straight A genius in every subject. Yet under a mother with overwhelming control issues, she became a gaming addict, playing games 17 hours a day, refusing to attend school, and even attempting suicide 86 times because her mother wouldn't let her dance. Yet this extreme case of a troubled girl was cured completely after playing just one match of PUBG with Gu Meng.